building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze. Cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze. Cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow.
What's happening with everybody? How you doing? How your mama doing? This is the Wake Up Show, Coffee with Rios. You know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. Get up in here, get some good energy going. Get down to business. Check in with my ghetto cafe. See how y'all doing. See how everything is going on. The world is kind of crazy right now. So just touch base and see how y'all doing. See how y'all coping. See how y'all living your life, how you waking up, dealing with all the shit that we seeing on TV, on the news, on the internet, on social media, X. So I just want to do a emotional, mental check-in with y'all, man. See how you guys are doing and making sure that you're keeping your thoughts clear on what is the focus, and that is being a good person, being positive, not allowing the negative world to affect who we are and how we go out into the world. It's hard not to let the outside influences, the outside noise affect what you do on the daily. So, I understand, and I definitely am somebody who deals with that a lot, but we got to stay focused. We got to keep our eye on the prize. What's important. Yeah, man. Oh man, the Marathon Burger in Long Beach, I hate to be like negative and be like, yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, I hate to be like, yeah, that was expected. Like, I wish I could be more optimistic about the situation. I could have been more optimistic, like, oh, this is going to be amazing. This is great. Yeah, great. Marathon Burger in Long Beach, cool for sure. But I know why there's no mall in Long Beach. I remember growing up with the Long Beach Mall and remembering them having to shut down the Long Beach Mall. That shit is wicked. You go out in the world looking for trouble, trouble gonna find you. It ain't hard for trouble to find your ass. You out there acting a fool and asking for some heat's gonna come. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm so glad and so thankful. I thank God every day that I changed the way that I live. I changed the way that I move, and I got to see what was really valuable in life. Because when you don't, you just move like there is no tomorrow, or you just move like tomorrow don't matter. And I'm not going to I'm not going to say too much information about the situation. I'm not going to talk too much in detail about it because I wasn't there. And I know how it is growing up in those situations. Some person says one thing, it moves here. The story changes. But what I will say is, what you put out into the world, the energy you put out, that shit's going to come back to you. And ain't nobody too tough, too strong to be checked or to make a checkout in the checkout. You got to move properly, man. Like, you asking for trouble. What did it say? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish that didn't happen. I wish that didn't happen for Black Sam, because it's a beautiful thing what he's trying to do. But don't allow one hiccup to stop the whole show. You know what I mean? Like, the show must go on. He knows very well the marathon. The show must go on. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it pushing. I want the best for Sam and Marathon Burgers, but people got to step up and recognize situations as bigger than ourselves. A lot of people go into situations to be bigger than the situation. I'm going up. That's why I don't show up to like opening events and grand openings, premieres, and this and that, because it's almost like you just want to be seen there. You just want to be seen in the mix. You just want to be seen at the event. Like, oh, I'm a part of the event. Like, I'm a part of this. Like, now I'm going to show out and I'm going to do that. Like, just support it how you support it. It brings out some good energy, brings out some negative energy. Everybody wants to make a name for themselves. Everybody ain't been born with attention on them. Everybody hasn't been born with focus on them. So they do what they can to try to get the attention. And that attention you seeking is the attention you about to get. The way you seeking it. The way you seeking it, you're going to get dealt with. That's just, it's like disappointing, man. It's just disappointing. All this shit we talk about wanting better, do better, be this, be that. And then to show up and not be that on that scale of things. You know what I mean? Like, damn, like, this is where it should be ground zero for neutrality, neutral zone, where we can, you know what? This is a day of celebration. This is a day of this and that. But sometimes ignorance shows up and ignorant things happen, but we will survive that and we will be better than that. Everything will get better. It's just very unfortunate. Like, it's just Lemony Snickens, man, a tale of unfortunate events. Somebody lost their life. A couple people got popped. And the cold thing is, it's like, another day. For us, another day. Long Beach is a dangerous place, man. Like, we grew up there. We survived Long Beach. You grow up in Long Beach, but you also survive Long Beach. You grow up in Long Beach. You born and raised. I'm born and raised. You survive Long Beach. Like, yeah, you grow up in Long Beach, but you survive that motherfucker, man. Like, you survive that motherfucker the best way you know how. And I know for my energy, I have to avoid certain things and this and that. And I look from a distance. And be like, yep. Look, trying to find the camera. Y'all see me? Y'all see me there, up there? Did you see me be up there? That shit gets on my nerves, man. Like, God damn, you know, pick me crowd. Yeah, y'all saw me. I was up there. Nigga, go buy some coupons or some gift cards and give it to some kids to go to Marathon Burger, man. It ain't about us. It ain't about us. Go feed some kids. Go get the whole classroom. Go feed the classroom some Marathon Burgers, man. Just showing up. I think they saw me. Did anybody see me up there? Did anybody see me? Did anybody see me? Damn, let me see. Let me check some profiles. Let me check some internet shit. See if people saw me up there. Yeah, I don't be wanting to be. I'd rather be behind closed doors and supporting and say, you know what? You're doing an amazing job, man. I'm going to support how I support from the distance and do this and that and put your name out there and promote and market your shit. I don't need to be up here. For the cost of some of these outfits that people be wearing, they could do that. Some of these outfits cost more than. Let me stop. We're not even going there. Prayers out to everybody, man. Prayers to the family, to the lost ones, to the ones survived, to the ones that got caught up, whatever. Prayers to the families, man. It's always ugly for the surrounding people. It's always ugly for the people involved through relationships, through family, through friends, through love. It's like the ones who decide to do the ugly. Yeah, they affect it. Yeah, it happens to their life, but they don't realize the effect that it has on everybody else's life. Yeah, you may hate this hood, you may hate that shit or this and that. Do you hate that nigga's mama? You hate that nigga's kids? Gotta improve. That's a good one, Cristiano. Improve the program. Improve the program. Maybe improve the programming. Improve the programming. We got fucking. This is some sick shit, dude. Like that shit in Long Beach, whatever, cuz whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's some shit that we need to work on and get better at. Yeah, for sure. We are part of a country who bombed a fucking school of a girl school. Children. I think the number is 160. Unalived in one day. Do y'all get like y'all get that? Like, yeah, improve this program, improve that. That's unfortunate, but it's 160 children, possibly 160 children, 320 parents mourning their children being unalived. That's 320 parents. That shit is just like, oh man, 320 parents, 640 possible grandparents, I can't even count the number of probably aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters. Like, I can't even fathom the energy or the mourning of that kind of shit. And that energy of pain, that energy of mourning and sorrow, I don't know what that does to that world or what it does to the ground or wherever that shit took place, but nothing good. You can't tell me shit. Nothing good can come from that. I'm going to liberate this country. I don't like the way this country's being run. So guess what? I'm going to bomb your schools to liberate you. What? I'm going to liberate your country by bombing children's schools. People want to be like, it's not World War III. I don't give a damn if it's World War nothing, war this, war epic war. This thing called this shit war epic or something. This is the nastiest, ugliest shit. Rest in peace, Bondi. What happened to Bondi? Like, it's the ugliest shit, man. War, we don't, like me, I'm gonna just say me. I don't know what real war is like. Like, I ain't never been in the service. I ain't never been on the ground. I ain't never been a part of no shit like that. I can't even imagine. I don't even want to imagine. I don't want to imagine having to wake up to that. I don't know if you guys have seen the videos, but pay attention to how war is documented now. War is documented, how war is documented. Back in the day, we used to get a little bit of footage. We get some footage of this from a distance over here, maybe some military footage, maybe some security camera footage. Now you got people taking selfies as hypersonic missiles are flying over. About to hit. Hypersonic missiles is about to hit. Motherfuckers taking selfies. Not even a mile away. Not even half a mile away. They right in the mix taking selfie videos of this shit. And that shit is hidden like boom, boom. You get to see these missiles trying to take each other out. Like the defense missiles trying to hit, they missing. The hypersonic shit, just like, it's just like, God damn. And you worried about if your gun got fully loaded clip. These motherfuckers is firing more missiles than bullets that your whole hood got. They firing more missiles than bullets your hood has. Your whole hood don't got as many missiles as they shot in one day. The shit, like the perspective, like the reflection on the shit, like, yeah, some of everything is AI. Then you got a cat in, I think it was Texas, a lone, I don't know if they call them lone wolves or whatever, but he was pissed about what took place. The guy who got taken out, the supreme leader, murked 2 people. Unalived 2 people, shot, I think, 14. But this is all the doing of one man. This is an unprovoked war, cuz. Like, this is unprovoked. And like, oh, they're a threat to America. Well, shit, if you took the fact that people say F America or death to America or America ain't shit, you'll be fighting on multiple wars everywhere. Because they said that they a threat. They ain't no threat to us. Ain't no threat to us. They a threat to Israel. And if I'm not mistaken, who bombed first? Like, we just, and no matter what you think, no matter what you want to say, we all pay for this shit. comes out of your dollar too. We support this. Willingly or unwillingly. It come out of our money, come out of our labor. I don't know what is to come, what it looks like in the future, but shit ain't getting better. Is this the Make America Great Again thing? Yeah, I knew somebody was going to say Tupac. I knew somebody was going to say Tupac. Is this the Make America Great Again? Going over there, doing all this. But the really trippy shit is, if you guys really want to be tripped out, start looking at like the deep shit of what they really fighting over. Like, yes, there's multiple reasons, multiple layers. It's a lot of layers beneath the surface. But like, if you read into the Bible and the prophetic shit and this Magog and Agog and Gagog, whatever the fuck. And from the Nile to the Euphrates, you look at how Syria fell. Look at how they all, like every place that they went after, they attacking is strategic. And once they gain control of all that shit, Iran is the last one. Like, I don't even fuck with Iran like that. I shouldn't even be worried about that shit. They the last ones, and they putting up a fucking fight. And geographically, I don't know if there's any military cats in here. If there's any military cats in here, geographically, Iran is in the worst places to fight a war. It's a defensive position, just heavenly made defensive position. Hellish made defensive position. Mountains, surrounded by mountains. And our babies is going to have to go out there and fight that fucking war. Nigga, like, I'm not going to be surprised if a draft is up. If they don't start drafting. Because motherfuckers is not going to be wanting to fight this shit. Dog Wall Arts, man, always keeping it real. Nah, just Call of Duty, my guy. Only did Call of Duty. B2, my friend. B2, Call of Duty. I don't have any experience of none of that shit, but I know you don't want to be fighting mountainous regions, mountainous people where they hiding and doing this shit and shooting down helicopters. What was that, Afghan? I don't know. But just don't be put to sleep, you guys. Like, don't think that this ain't nothing. Like, this ain't big. This ain't major. This shit is major. They starving out Cuba. Not they. I got to start saying we. That's the problem. That's the fucking problem right there. That's the problem right there. I keep saying they. No, we. No, we. We are American. We are United States of America. I am a part of this shit. I got to stop separating myself from the shit like it ain't me. No, we are starving out Cuba. Starving out Cuba. The Monroe Doctrine. Don't allow no enemies in the Western hemisphere that could pose a threat to America. Now they calling it the Don Roe. The Don Roe, not the Monroe, the Don Roe. ZG, I bet. I saw the shit. I saw the shit. We, wild as hell, we stole a president and his wife from Venezuela. We starting a war in Mexico. Kevin Finley.
The Iranians were
Kevin Finley. A couple weeks ago, the Iranians were burning down a big statue of Baal and Moloch. Probably Asherah too. I'm not for sure, but I did see the Baal statues being burned down and them connecting Baal and Molech to United States of America, to Israel. Shit is deep. 2 weeks ago, just 2 weeks ago, Trump's whole campaigns. Obama is going to do this. I bet you Obama goes to Iran. I bet you he gives in and goes to Iran. I bet you this it. All Iran had to do was burn. All Iran had to do was burn some shit and make fun of Trump. He's like, yep, we're going in Iran. That was what he said. He was against that. He was shitting on Obama, saying Obama was going to do this shit. Like, he's weak because he about to go in Iran. But now you did it. It's such a fucking game, y'all. What up, Kev? Thank you for the super chat. Hey, man. You know what I'm doing? I'm staying prayed up. I'm covering my babies in prayer and in love and keeping them aware of what's going on in the world, because it's some crazy. What up, Sexy Nate? It's some crazy shit happening right before our eyes. We have just think about 2026. Let's just think about 2026. Crazy shit. First is the Venezuela thing, president and his wife. Then we go to take out Cartel El Mencho or whatever his name was. Then we talk about this Epstein shit and finding out this children's trafficking ring and consumption of human flesh. Then we talk about the temple on his island, the all kind of shit, and the emails with Baal in it. Then we talk about the Obama talking about UFOs. Then Donald Trump saying, I'm going to release all the shit about the UFOs. Saying that the shit is real. So aliens is real. People eating kids. People are serving Baal, Molech, and all this shit to this day. And they serving who they think is their people. They serving who they think is their God. Like motherfuckers behind closed doors, they serving they God. And operating appropriately to what they think is right. Like, yeah, this is how we get down. Yeah, sacrifice and this and that and blood sacrifices. And we are the people. Like we are owed all this shit. Shit is crazy. Now we at war with Iran. Now we at war. Yeah, it's all old. But the fact that there is anytime they say some shit is real, of course it's old. But I'm saying, what do you fucking think is next? If they admitting to the wildest shit that we thought was like, okay, that's wild. If they admitting to the wild shit, what do you think they're desensitizing us to? What do you think they're desensitizing us to? They don't just tell us shit just to tell us shit like, oh, let's just be nice people and tell them it's real. Nigga, what's coming? No, they killed the second, third, fourth in line for Supreme Leader. They killed all the motherfuckers. They didn't kill the president, but the Supreme Leader, they got them all. Yes. GFS, yes. Kevin Finley, yes. Cousin Black, we not in danger. Iran already said they only attacking American bases over there because they were attacked first. We in danger of Americans. As Americans, we're in danger of Americans. Like, I'm worried about the motherfuckers here. I'm worried about the motherfuckers here. I'm worried about our own citizens, our own police forces, our own motherfucking ICE, federal agents, our own government. I'm worried about that. What do you mean we safe? We ain't safe. Mel Strain, God dog it. You be thinking just what I be thinking. Mel, you on exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna sound wild and out of this, but nigga, all the wild shit is happening. They admitting to the shit. The whole JFK shit. What's about to come out from under the ground? What's about to come out from under the ground? What's going to happen when Trump pull his face off and be like, now this is what it is? Okay, guys, it's time. Mission Impossible been trying to tell y'all. These niggas ain't wearing their real faces. Ain't wearing their real shit. The Ark of the Covenant. Remember we was talking about the Ark of the Covenant shit a year ago? And how they said they had a prototype that was in Mar-a-Lago. Remember I was telling y'all that? We was talking about that. It was like some little conspiracy shit. We was talking about the Ark of the Covenant and how they had a duplicate, a prototype supposedly in Mar-a-Lago. And we talked about Queen Sheba and Melanick, her son, who supposedly went and got the Ark of the Covenant and brought it back home. He was the illegitimate son of Queen of Sheba and I can't remember one of the niggas from the Bible. Steven Spielberg and George Lucas been telling us, man. Indiana Jones, what was he hunting for? What was Indiana Jones looking for? Raiders of the what? I'm just talking off the top of my head now. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones. The whole shit was about him going, and it was between the Germans looking for the Ark. They was looking for the Ark. They was trying to beat the museum people. They was trying to beat the military of getting to the Ark and this and that. Red Skull was the same shit, looking for the Ark type shit. They've been talking about this shit the whole time. And the only thing that I could think of right now, y'all, oh shit, the Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's what it was. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Ark of the Covenant. He was over there searching for the shit. Searching for the shit. George Lucas, Steven Spielberg. Star Wars, they the Star Wars guys. They the Indiana Jones guys. They the E.T. guys. E.T. phone home. Did E.T. die? Did E.T. die? An extraordinary undergoes a painful temporary death, which serves as the climax of the film. Seeing how his emotional connection between E.T. and Elliot represent the loss of innocence and the inevitable painful transition to maturity, E.T. is later revived before returning to his home planet. E.T. was revived. So E.T. died, came back to life, and returned home. Well, that's on some. I ain't even gonna make that connection. I ain't gonna, because y'all gonna say I'm crazy. I'm not gonna make that connection. They've been telling us for a while, man. It's just like we just been sitting here watching a movie play out. We've been sitting here watching a movie play out in front of us. And hot take, y'all. Let me drink a cup of coffee. The war is between the whites. It's really between the whites. The Aryans and the others, the chosens, that think they the chosen people. Shout out to Kevin Finley. I forgot to say thank you for the super chat, man. He hooked me up with a $50 super chat. Shout out Kevin Finley. Was Charles Manson correct? Was Charles Manson correct? You know what Charles Manson thought, right? Do y'all know who Charles Manson is? And also, if you guys ain't never seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's a good movie. Very, very good movie. If you guys haven't, it's kind of about the Charles Manson kids or whatever, but it's not verbatim, but it's a good movie. Do y'all know who Charles Manson was? He was the one who got the kids, the girls, to do murder and to be evil and ugly. His end thought was that the whites were going to take each other out. The whites were going to take each other out. And if you guys don't know, these Middle Eastern countries, some of these Middle Eastern countries, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, and all these other places, some of them motherfuckers have backdoored their own people and have aligned with those people. And they doing their dirty work. They doing their dirty work. Charles Manson said whites were going to take each other out. He was going to hide in the cave. The whites were going to take each other out. And it was going to be nothing but black people left. When I think he says black people, I think he means colored people. People of color. People of color is going to be left. And then people of color are going to be too ignorant to know how to govern and lead the world. And he's going to come out the cave. And if the colored people, black people, is going to be like, oh, our savior, you can be our leader. He said that whites was going to take each other out. What was this whole World War II shit? World War II, whites versus whites. Aryans versus, and it just came out that if you say anything negative, damn, did I say that video? If you say anything negative against our two countries, remember I said our two countries, because yeah, we are two countries. The FBI will be investigating you. They are 24/7 surveilling anybody talking against our two countries. You know, we're two countries, and the smaller one is the leader. We're at the time where all the crazy motherfuckers, all the crazy outlandish motherfuckers that we just didn't pay no attention to, like, oh shit, they wasn't that fucking crazy. Doesn't sound that fucking crazy. Charles Manson died at 83. I want to show y'all a clip of this, but I don't want to show y'all all of his shit. Let's see. Hold on. I don't even know what he's about to say right here, but get ready.
I say I hate you first. You're the first line I hate. I hate all white people. White people are rotten, and black people are just like them. Because you've made them just exactly like you. They walk like you, they talk like you, everything they do is like you. They want to be you so much. They love your woman more than you do. They know your mind better than you. They wear your clothes. They even learn to wear your shoes. You take them out of the jungle, and you want to make them into a man. Why couldn't they be left to be God? Why do you want to make them into a man? In the jungle, they were God.
I never even seen this clip. I have never even seen this clip. But that crazy motherfucker, Charles Manson, crazy all outdoors. But goddamn, maybe some of the shit he was saying everything wasn't crazy.
Africans are smart, aren't they? See, over here, everybody thinks that old black people are just dumb old colored folks. But they're not dumb old colored folks. They're very smart. They're very aware. And their capacity for fear is 3 times what yours is.
Charles Manson was an evil man.
Very aware. And their
capacity for fear is 3 times what?
Smart. They're very aware. And their capacity for fear is 3 times what yours is.
Charles Manson was an evil man. There's no defending that. But even the worst people can speak the truth sometimes. God has a way of using the most unexpected people. And whether we like it or not, sometimes the truth comes from the last place we'd expect.
Literally was just saying that before this. I've never even seen this shit.
It's strange how someone can be completely out of their mind yet still make sense. People like him get called crazy. But that's usually what happens when you say things people don't want to hear. Even the most broken person can be right about something. And let's be honest, the people running this country probably think just like he did. They just know how to hide it better. As a black man, I can't ignore that some of what he said was accurate. What he did in life was evil, no doubt. But that doesn't erase the message. The truth is still the truth, no matter who says it. If he had warned people about smoking, it wouldn't make the warning any less real.
Right.
The devil knows his...
If he'd have warned us about smoking, ooh, damn. Okay, Charlie. All right, Charlie. Sheesh. Out the mouth of a fool. You know what I will say also is that I'm not super deep in knowing in the Epstein shit, like the victims and who the victims were. But I think pretty much it was a bunch of little white girls. It was like little white girls, right? Wasn't no Jewish girls, no little like why it wasn't no Jewish girls. Epstein was who he was. He was Jewish. It wasn't no little Jewish girls. It was little white girls. If this don't tell you that they don't give a fuck about none of us, they don't even care about little white girls. They definitely don't give a fuck about us. If they don't give a damn about these little white girls being taken advantage of by these rich fuckers, I don't know. They for sure don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a damn about these little girls. They trying to protect the rich people. They got too much to lose. They got too much on the line. They like, shit, all of them is acceptable. Shit, we just killed 160 babies. Like, why we give a fuck about the little girls in the Epstein files? Did they live? They didn't die, did they? Shit, we just murked 160 of little babies in another country. Why the fuck we would give a fuck about little girls in this email or this little trafficking ring? They don't give a damn. It's all a fucking charade. They don't care. We witnessing We witnessing the battle of witnessing like the battle of Germany, the German war, the same thing, the Hitler shit. We witnessing that shit play out. It was the Aryans versus those people against Jewish people. It was like now it's a war on a grand scale. Like I never really, you know what? I was so stupid as a kid. I never knew what. I always focused on, oh, they hate us blacks. They hate us blacks. Like the KKK, the skinheads, they hate black people. I never really paid attention to why they were the Nazi shit, the Nazi symbol, and said never really looked deep into it. They can't stand Jewish people. They really don't like them, and it's that they've adopted that Aryan brotherhood, the Aryan nation. Like that shit is they've telling you it's a war. It's a war that we as brothers and sisters are sitting back like, I know God is in us. I know God is with me. I have no energy in me that says, damn, I want to go over there and take over that country. I've never had that thought. Yeah. I want to go over there. I'm happy where I'm at. Yeah, I got all the shit, and I don't got all the shit, but I am happy where I'm at. Don't have everything that I want, but I am happy with what I have to the point where I'm not going to go and think in my head like, I'm about to go take all they shit. That's how I'm going to get more. I'm going to just take all they shit. Sit back and be ready. Sit back and be ready because it's day war. Yeah, I think it's in the Middle East and all this shit, the Muslim versus that religion versus religion. But guess what? They got people helping them. That's from their religion, from those. Why is Iran the only one doing bombing? Why did none of them step up for Palestine? If you so about your religion, you so Muslim, you so this, why did none of them step up for all those innocent people dying in Gaza? Talking about they talking about, no, we stand with Iran. No, stand in front. No, they said we are behind Iran. Why are you behind? Why are you not with? Why are you not with? Oh, because oil. What does Iran have? So much oil. What does Venezuela have? So much oil. But they don't have the capacity to make money off it because if you deal with them, your ass is getting sanctioned like a motherfucker. We want to take over your shit. And if you don't let us, we will sanction the shit out of anybody in the world that deals with you to where it will collapse your economy. That's what that's what they've been doing to Cuba since the 60s, since the Cuban Missile Crisis. Sanction the fuck out of anybody that deals with you. Oh, you getting oil from Iran? You getting fuel from Iran? You getting this from Venezuela? You getting this? Oh, you giving shit to Cuba? Sanction. You will receive a sanction. Sanction on that nigga, sanction on that nigga. They like Denzel Washington. No, not they. We are like Denzel Washington. Shout out, I think I seen LBC Messiah. I think I saw Messiah in there. Shout out Messiah. You getting a sanction, you getting a sanction. Have all y'all niggas in sanction bay. You think that you don't think that our government and our intelligence agencies, you don't think that they know that they're creating enemies forever? You unalive 160 babies There's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from that. Goods returns. I say we because guess what? You pay federal income tax, right? I say we because we pay state tax. We pay federal income tax. We fund those billions we give to other countries. Those are our hard-earned dollars that we work for. Not even our dollars, not even currency, our labor. Our labor pays for that shit. At all. That's us. We are that. Yeah, they know. Oh shit. We are a part of that shit. We are that. We are that. We're witnessing some shit that we support. Yeah, they did worse in Iraq in 2000. Yeah, they did. But guess what? Right now is about to it's we are filthy animals. We are filthy animals, man. We are bullies, we are beasts, we are vicious. We are vicious. We ain't taking it by any means necessary. Oh, you don't want our regime in there? Stall them out. Stall them out. Kill them coldly, kill them silently. Starve them out. Yeah, Cuba's been next. We said that here at the Wake Up Show. We said it here at the Wake Up Show. I said, oh, they went after Venezuela. They're going to go in. I said, because you guys, remember I was talking about the technocrat of America, the technocrat where they want like engineers to run everything. They want it from Greenland all the way to Venezuela. And that includes Cuba and Mexico, all that. Technocracy of America. Remember I brought that up to you guys. Do you guys remember Technocracy of America? That's what they want just one country because it's self-sustainable. If they have from Venezuela up to Greenland, self-sustainable. Don't need anything else. Don't need anything else. TT838, where did you mention that? It wasn't loud enough. The Technocracy. It was Elon Musk's grandfather that was with Canada that was trying to do the Technocracy of America. But he didn't have the backing, didn't have the money. Guess what? Now he got the fucking money. Now he's got the president in his pocket. All these media companies, the Netflix fight, the fight for Netflix, for the fight for Paramount, that wasn't no bullshit. That was Netflix streaming service fighting against the Ellisons, Oracle, Larry Ellison and his son. They want to control the narrative. Why did they wait? Oh shit. Did they strategically wait till they incorporated until they got TikTok before they went into Iran? Before they went and got the president? Because it seems, you guys, we might be on to something. Did they wait until they incorporated TikTok and got control of TikTok? Because think about it, shit went up after they incorporated TikTok because people were controlling the narrative on TikTok. TikTok, people were posting videos, posting this, getting a lot of movement and attention on TikTok. After they acquired TikTok, I feel like shit has gone crazy. Crazy. $4 years ago is not even long enough ago for the Venezuelans thing. They've been after Venezuela for over 20 years. Over 20 years. Bush was after Venezuela. Y'all don't remember the president of Venezuela going on the podium the day after George Bush and saying, I can smell the sulfur. Can you guys smell the sulfur in the air? If you can't, I don't know why, because the devil, Satan, Lucifer, was here yesterday. He called George Bush the devil, Lucifer, Satan. Called us that. He called us that. Just tuning in. Has the Mark Nasty domestic violence been covered? What am I covering about that? Hitting a woman is whack. Putting information on the internet is whack. I don't know shit about it. All I know is the same shit y'all know. I don't got no inside scoop to their life. I don't talk to them like that. Hitting a woman is whack, no matter what. Garbage. What else? What else? There's nothing to cover. Like, Hugo, yes, Hugo. And they were trying to make an alliance with Libya. Gaddafi. Way back then, they was trying to get oil to be bought in their own currency. They was trying to do their own currency. And I'm just tripping like, damn, like we've touched on a lot of shit in the Wake Up Show, like kind of like glossed over a lot of things. Like I'll bring up something and be like, oh, Burkina Faso and all this and that. And, you know, Traore said this and that. But remember when the black general came out and said, oh, Burkina Faso is the number one terrorist in the world. They harbor the number one terrorist country in the world. They're the number one terrorist. Remember? And we're like, what? Dude, like as soon as we are talking about Ibrahim Traore, I hope I said Ibrahim Traore, now you want to call him a terrorist now that he's getting his shit together. But look at what they're doing in Nigeria now. Africa is probably, Venezuela was a big part. Venezuela was a big, big, big part. Africa is the biggest part. It was that's the funny thing. They used another black man to shit on Burkina Faso. But now look at what Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali, what they're doing. They're kicking France out. Guess what? France ain't happy about that shit. France ain't happy. I guarantee you, within the year, watch what France is going to do. Watch what France is going to do. Look at how we invade. We're going. It ain't no just coincidence that Trump was like, yeah, they're attacking Christians over here, so we have to bomb. You know, he just bombed them motherfuckers too. Talking about the Congo, talking about Nigeria. Yeah, we had to go save those people. Nah, man. It's a whole bunch of shit happening right in front of our eyes. And the thing with Cuba is, or the thing with any country, like let's say Venezuela, let's say Cuba, and let's say Iran. Nobody fully supports their government or their leader in charge or whoever. There's always an opposition. So whenever there's like some uprise or war or somebody's taken out, there's going to be people in the street celebrating because there's always an opposition. But they will cover the celebration. Like, look how happy the people are. You know, in America right now, if they impeach Trump today, do you know the streets would be flooded with people celebrating? Celebrating. But you know, if Trump got elected or said something like, oh, you know what, he's going to serve another 4 years, there would be people in the streets celebrating that. Like, oh shit, yes. We got them to do another 4 years because of war, because of martial law. There's going to be people celebrating on all sides. And when you control the narrative, you can spin it how you want. And that's the reason for getting all these companies. This is the reason why Trump is trying to silence, what was his name? Not Jimmy Fallon, the other dude. What's his name? The white dude that's got a late night show. Trying to silence him, trying to silence anybody. They need to control the narrative. They know what they about to do. All right, we about to do some grimy shit. We about to do some really grimy shit, y'all. But we need to spin it this way. Do we have the capabilities of spinning it in our favor? Do we have enough control to spin it? Yeah. We have the two richest men in the world are with us. And I think Bezos might be with them too, actually. Of course he is. But Elon Ellison, don't take my word for it. Go look that shit up. It's happening. Boom. The snowball is rolling down. The snowball is rolling down the hill. They've already put it into motion. They put it into motion. They got TikTok away from China. And this is just me just saying that shit. As soon as they got TikTok away from China, they was like, all right, that was in order for us to push the snowball down the mountain. The snowball is ready. Or the boulder, whatever, is ready. But it can't go into motion until we acquire TikTok. Done. First step. First step done. Now go boom, 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 boom. Strategically, let's maybe distract these people with some shit. Let's talk about these UFOs. Let's talk about this human eating shit and this and that. Shit's crazy. Got niggas distracted talking about who's really black and who's not black and this and that and this and that. Okay. Nigga, they see you one way. Shout out to us, man. Shout out. Thank you, sexy nigga. I appreciate you being up in here. Appreciate y'all. Shit is just happening. I wish I did have one of those boards where I could connect and write down everything that we talked about, everything that we said. The way that my ADHD be going, I can't stay on one subject too long. I just be like, boom, 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 boom. But all that shit connects. That ball, that Molech, that Asherah, that all this shit, they're like, what is that? It's what is it? Psalms 82. Let me see. Look at this shit. They don't never be talking about this. They try to like say it's like a poem or some shit like, oh, that's a poem. You just writing poetically writing shit. God presides in the great assembly. He renders judgment among the what? How long will you defend the unjust and show partiality to the wicked? Defend the weak and the fatherless. Uphold the cause of the poor and the oppressed. Rescue the weak and needy. The gods know nothing. They understand nothing. They walk about in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are shaken. I said, you are gods. You are all sons of the Most High, but you will die like mere mortals. You will fail like every other ruler. They rarely talk about that shit. He renders judgment among the gods. The divine council. However y'all want to say I interpreted that wrong or it's interpreted wrong. Oh, he was talking about human judges. It was the divine council. You guys have failed. All you gods have failed. Whatever assignment I gave y'all was whack and didn't do a good job. Guess what? The Edomites and all them motherfuckers, whatever they was, Canaanites, Edomites, whatever. They had some god that they was praising. Asherah. The devil couldn't handle not being the number one guy. He couldn't handle being number two. So if you think that there ain't no reason and there's nothing that these people know that they praising some other shit and going to some other shit that exists, you sorely mistaken, man. It ain't just us. It ain't just our person. He got opposition. They never talk about that shit though. They never talk about that. They'll say, oh, interpretation is he was talking to the leaders of men. What leaders of men did he give divine counsel in heaven where they can have where God would sit down and have a constructive conversation about what is taking place on earth? Appreciate you, Cristiano Carranzo. Appreciate you, Kevin.
Appreciate the good word, brother. Rios folded hands, fire, open mouth, smile.
Kevin Finley, Rios, have you checked your inbox for me in Discord yet? A long time ago I did. Is there something new? I haven't if it's something new. It wasn't just Baal, it was Molech, it was Asherah. Asherah was the goddess of like productivity, like sexuality, like this and that. Baal or Molech, one of those was like money. One of them is money. One of them is like financially, like keeps you rich or whatever. The other one is this and that. That's you know what sparked some shit in my head was the movie Hereditary. Hereditary. That was a scary movie, but the shit wasn't about how scary it was. It was about at the end, these motherfuckers had certain demons that they would worship for certain things. There's a tier of demons that they pray to, or whatever they call their own gods, whatever they want to call that shit, that they pray to. They don't fake that shit. Motherfuckers be faking Christianity. They don't fake that other shit. They're not just doing that shit to be cute. They're not showing up in dresses and miniskirts to do that shit. I'm just doing this. I'm just doing this. I'm just praising this for no reason, just because I might get a girl's number or some shit. Nah. They're not doing it because they think they're going to get a girl's number. They're not doing it because they think they're about to get married or find a husband or find a wife. They doing that shit to serve whoever the fuck they think is the one, but you ain't nowhere near what my God is. But I also can realize that some shit was said that said it's some other shit out there. And Hereditary was one. It was just like what it did for me was it let me like realize like, nah, nigga, it's the opposition is out there working. Opposition is out there. The enemy is out there putting in work, sweat, equity, not that fake shit just showing up on Sunday. And I'm not trying to discredit anybody or anything, but they are out there really doing that shit. Not for fun. Not for funsies. Get with the program. Realize it's some shit going on. And a lot of people will like say, oh, I don't read this and I don't read the Bible. I don't read the Quran. I don't do this and that. You better start reading something and see what they was thinking and see what they was trying to do. You got to study the enemy also. You got to study the enemy. You think they doing all this shit for no reason? It ain't for no reason. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care if you believe, if you Oshun, Ogun, Yoruba, Igbo, I don't care what you are. You ain't took over no countries in the name of Oshun. And you ain't bombed no people in the name of Ogun. You ain't went nowhere and said, and because of the Igbo people and the people, the Yoruba of Nigeria, this is why I'm conquering this and that. That's not happening right now. But what is happening, the shit that you say is not real, the shit that is fake, they doing shit in the shit that you say is fake's name. The shit that you say is fake. The shit that you don't believe, the shit that you say is just written, made up by people. It was just written and humans just made that shit up. They are bombing the fuck out of countries because of what you say is fake. Let it be fake. Let it be you don't believe in it. But you better recognize that these motherfuckers believe that shit till they will fucking die and bleed out into the ground. They believe it with their last breath. It doesn't matter how much you don't believe it or what you believe in. What you believe in and what you stand up for. How much conquering have you done in that name? How much progression is owed to that person that you believe in or that God, that whatever that God is, that who you say, oh, back to our ancestors and this and that. What do you owe to them that has gotten you what you need or whatever? Or are we still countryless? Still no home. Go ahead. Go to your deities, deities and whatever, such and such, whatever. That deity don't own a tank. Oh, nah, this shit's real. Okay, your shit that's real don't got a government. The shit that you say is real don't got a military. The shit that you saying, oh, these niggas is just slaves and this and that, and they just believe what the slave master did and this and that. Guess what? Them people, whatever you don't believe in, whatever you say you think is false and fake, them motherfuckers is making moves in the name of what they believe in. Happening right in front of our faces. Get right. Be blessed. Be happy. But there's some shit going on. There's some shit going on. And it is being televised. It is being like, this is a question that I have. Do you think Cuba is free? What do you think? What is your image of freedom? Do you think Cuba is made the right decision? Or should they have done what Puerto Rico did? Because Puerto Rico don't get to make no decisions either. When it counts, we really don't have much no say. And people buying up their land. Cuba, on the other hand, kind of fought against it. There's people against what's happening in Cuba. Cuba's against what's happening in Cuba. There's always going to be opposition to whatever. But did Cuba do the one thing that nobody's willing to do? Do you feel like Cuba is the one place, Fidel Castro, as crazy as you want to say he is, or as bad as Cubans have it? You know what, though? Cubans ain't paid no taxes into any atrocities in the world. Not one Cuban can look at themselves and be like, damn, yeah, I supported 160 people being killed. Babies. I supported 160 babies being killed. Yeah, we paying money to Israel so they could bomb other countries and so they could bomb Gaza to hell. So that they can have the biggest human skin bank in the world. Yeah, they may have rations of food and this and that, but guess what? They ain't supported no shit. Can't say shit about that. Let's just think if Cuba, what would have happened if Cuba would have let America do what they want? You see how America lied to Puerto Rico? We'll go over that one day. They just flat out lied to Puerto Rico. Like, yes, when you do this and that, they came and just fucking murdered people. Like, wait, I thought you guys said you was coming to, like, no, it's ours now. What do you thought you was going to have some say? No, ours. Who are the leaders? Who are the people that speak up for you? Who are the rebels? Put them in jail. Are you a writer? Oh, put them in jail. Oh, you a journalist? Put them in jail. The Bay of the Pigs, the Cuban Missile Crisis. I think they got rid of JFK for some shit that had to do with that. But if Cuba would have allowed it, you think Cubans would have, there would be some rich Cubans, light-skinned ones, some rich light-skinned Cubans, and Americans would own everything in Cuba. Not really us Americans, but Americans and the other, oh shoot. If you look at Godfather, if you look at the movie Godfather, who was in charge of trying to get the casinos in Cuba? Who was pushing that? Oh shit. Who was pushing that? In the movie Godfather. They wanted those casinos over there in Cuba. There was one guy who was like running shit from where he was at in Vegas, in this. They would have had casinos all up and down in Cuba. Do you know how beautiful Cuba is? How big Cuba is? They would have resorts. They would have casinos. Look at the people of Hawaii, how mad they are. Oh, but they could get milk anytime they want. But shit. Hyman Roth was the guy's name in Godfather, just in case. Who was he supposed to be, though? Who was he supposed to be? Who was Hyman Roth supposed to be? Meyer Lansky. Meyer Lansky. Who is Meyer Lansky, you ask? Great question. Great question. Ghetto Cafe. I'm going to pull it up and let you guys read it. You know, there was two mafias, right? Originally, there was two mafias. And one had more power than the other. But only one gets depicted the way it gets depicted and talked about. Oh, shoot. Yes. El Monte Snapper, yes. I said I was going to pull it up. Meyer Lansky was a Polish-born American mobster and they call him Polish. Mobster and key architect of the National Crime Syndicate. Look up the National Crime Syndicate and what they went into. What did the National Crime Syndicate go into? Often called the mob accountant, he was a pivotal figure in organized crime, partnering with Lucky Luciano and Bugsy Siegel to develop gambling operations in Las Vegas, Cuba, and Florida. Despite his massive criminal influence, he avoided long-term imprisonment and died in Miami at age of 80. Never went to jail. Meyer Lansky. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. Meyer Lansky. The National Crime Syndicate. The mob. There's a mob. There's mafia. Guess what they went into? Hollywood. They went into Hollywood. Went into Hollywood, took over, had a whole smear, like, where they controlled. What did Hollywood do? Hollywood controlled the narrative. Just little breadcrumbs, just little breadcrumbs. And I'm not saying everybody, but I'm just saying little breadcrumbs. I don't even know if I should pull this up because I'm not trying to bash anybody, but I'm just talking about the shit that they don't talk about and that shit that, like, maybe a lot of people don't know. Maybe some people like us know, but a lot of people don't know. Like when they say Austria, Hungary, but Bugsy Siegel, I'm just gonna put it like this. Bugsy Siegel was born immigrants from the Galicia region of Austria, Hungary, now Ukraine, Poland, and raised in a Jewish neighborhood in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Siegel was a prominent Jewish gangster and a key figure in the development of Las Vegas Strip. Bugsy Siegel was all throughout Long Beach also. And just so y'all know, the Epstein emails, Long Beach was also mentioned in the Epstein emails, meeting with some of the highest figures in Long Beach. Not the highest figures in Long Beach, the highest figures in the world met in Long Beach with Epstein. It's talked about in the emails. Siegel worked for Lansky to form the Bugs and Meyer mob, which later became part of Murder, Inc. Murder, Inc. Siegel, everybody talks about Bugsy Siegel. Everybody talks about Bugsy Siegel. He worked for Meyer Lansky. They formed Meyer Lansky the Bugs and Meyer mob, Bug Siegel and Myers Lansky mob, which later became part of part of Murder Inc. Damn, we going to school today. Like I didn't even know what today was going to be, but they hated Jimmy Hoffa. Did they tell you really why they hated Jimmy Hoffa? Why Jimmy Hoffa was hated? Of many reasons, many reasons. Why they hated him. He had a lot of control. He wouldn't listen. He was stubborn, but he had a lot of power with the unions, the local unions. Too much power. One man should not have all that power. Hoffa was, I think his dad or his mom or dad was German. And one of them was Irish. He was German Irish. Could never be a part of the program. You could never be a part of the program. First off, you that, and you this other thing that we don't appreciate at all. Fuck Dante. Oh shit. Nobody worried about that little buster ass nigga. Talk about some real shit. I know weirdo weenie shit, man. Talk about some real shit. But it's a connection between it all, man. Like this is just a deep dive into just what is like really behind the scenes. That ain't the only reason. They never wanted Jimmy Hoffa to be in that position. They never wanted him that. They just dealt with him. They never wanted him to be the guy. They were always trying to put in their own person of their own lineage. Either side. Both sides. It was like, it has to be one of ours at some point in time. It has to be one of ours. In the beginning, it was a ton of people here supporting. It wasn't just you. Oh, shoot. What up? Shout out to Sexy Day. I thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Oh, man. But everybody, man, get right. Get your heads right. Get your minds right. Pay attention. Read between the lines. Don't believe everything you hear, everything that people say. Do your own research. Look into it. Be like, okay, what's the connection here? What is the connection behind this? What's the reason here? They're just not doing this shit just to be doing this shit. It's a lot of power. It's a lot of players in this game. And there's not very many missions. It's a simple mission. It's been laid out. It's a lot of players, but they're fighting for the same shit. Fighting for the same shit. Hey, Icky Ricky, get right with Allah. Get right with God. Get right with God. Get right with your family. Talk to your loved ones, everybody. Call your loved ones. Tell them you appreciate them. They're amazing. You know, we might have been through some rough shit with people, our aunts, uncles, cousins, or whatever, but no matter what, they played a pivotal role in who we are today. Cousins, you know. And if COVID didn't teach us anything, it taught us that we need a community. We need loved ones that are close to us. We need a tribe of people. We need a village of people. COVID taught us that. Who's your go-to community? Who's your go-to person? What's your other household? Who do you make your emergency plans with? Who do you have in your emergency plan? Real shit. Real stuff. Like what and who are you putting it on the line for? Who are you sacrificing for? Who is sacrificing for you? Put these people in position. Talk to these people. Let them know what they mean to you. Let them know how important or what is needed. No, they wouldn't let the list go. Yeah, we all need friends, but we all need a support system. We have to have community. We have to. You can't do this shit on your own. You can't do this shit on your own. You know how hard it is? I've seen people, like, I'm blessed to have grandparents, in-laws, cousins, sisters, brothers that help when things are overwhelming. Like when times get hard, times get rough, as a parent, shit gets overwhelming at times. You feel like you don't know, you ain't got the answer. Like, I don't know what to do here. And sometimes you feel like you need not just a break, you need to take a step back and take a deep breath. And when you have that support system where you can do that, like, hey, I need you to come over here. I'm going to drop the kids off. Me and the wife are going to just have we're going to decompress. We're going to have some dinner and we're going to talk. I've seen people who don't have that shit. I've seen people who don't have that, what I have, and it's like, damn, they have to be even more strong. They have to be even more tough, even more resilient. But I've seen them get to breaking points. Like, people going to reach breaking points in parenthood and in marriage if you don't have a source that could come and alleviate some of the pressure, some of the weight. Let me take such and such to school today. You know what? I'll pick up little Johnny from school. You guys go work out, or you guys go have some. Guys need to say and tell the people who you love and build your community. Get over some of the bullshit. Get over some of the bullshit. Sometimes we don't get along with people, or sometimes we don't have a relationship because of something silly, something small. But when you think about what's really on the line, that shit doesn't even matter. That small transgression or that small thing that you guys didn't communicate about, it doesn't matter. It's not even relevant anymore. Because I feel that's one of the big reasons why we aren't as strong as we should be. We so compartmentalized. We're so that's what it is. No, we're not compartmentalized. We are fragmented. We are a fragmented culture. We're fragmented. We're like, no, you're this, I'm this. You're believing that, I don't believe in that. You are this sexually, I don't fuck with that. We're fragmented all over the place. And I really do think so that shit is purposeful. It's purposely done to where we won't be able to come together as a whole. It's not even none of the extra bullshit that we be thinking it is. It's just that we're fragmented and distracted by the small things. Fragmented and distracted by small things. Farrakhan said one time, like, you guys go out into the world and deal with bullshit all day, and you'll swallow a complete bullshit all day. You'll consume bullshit all day, swallow a horse, but then you come home and you won't swallow a pill. You hold your household to a different standard than you hold the world to. Like you'll go out into this world and deal with all this bullshit and then get home and then let us wreak havoc on your family and your loved ones. It's rough. So if you do have loved ones that you haven't talked to, people that are in your corner that you just had a falling out with, have that discussion, have that conversation, communicate. Was it that big of a deal that this had to end? Now, I'm not saying go back to some shit where motherfuckers did you dirty or some shit like that. But if it's small, fuck that shit. Got a lot of life to live. It's a lot at risk too. Prayers to this war shit in all serious prayers, man, because guess what? There's a lot of young people that are about to, if it goes there, a lot of young people are about to be at war, be at risk, in harm's way. About to be in harm's way. For, once again, some shit that we don't even support. Some shit that we don't even believe in. But this is ours. We voted for this shit. We pay into this shit. But some of our babies is about to be out there at risk, in harm's way, over some shit that ain't even ours. It's I don't even want to say that, but I will say this. It is overwhelming. I don't want to say it's discouraging. I will say it's overwhelming. But no matter what happens in the world, what up, LBC Finest? No matter what happens in the world, no matter what happens out there, no matter what happens, or whatever interactions, we are who we are. You know what I mean? Like, we are who we are. We have to stay and remain who we are and loving who we love and worshiping and praising who we praise, and don't allow other people's negativity or other people's ugliness to change our light. That was something that was just talked about yesterday on Sunday at church, is the darkness versus the light. We remember what the darkness was. Do you remember a time when you was in the dark? Do you remember a time when you were attached to somebody who was the darkness? Who you were attached to this person that wasn't even allowing you to succeed in life? Like, that was your negative. Like, damn, I was choosing a negative person. I was choosing to be around negative people. I was in a dark place. And I saw the light at the end of the tunnel, but I had to go through the tunnel to get to the light. And now that I'm in the light, I look back like, oh shit, thank you for bringing me out of the darkness to see things the right way. Because I easily could still be there. I could easily still be there, but I'm not. But don't forget that that was a thing, that that's where you were. And now I'm in a better place. And now I'm in a place where I could try to spread the light and share the light. Because we all been through some ugly shit. It may not be the exact same ugly shit, but we've been through some fucking ugly shit. And now don't let these ugly people, these ugly motherfuckers that don't even share the same anything with us, affect how we move in this world with each other. Half of these people are reptilians and they don't set up these heating lamps every 3 blocks. Hey, Sexy Day, you be dropping some shit. They be having these heat lamps everywhere. I be seeing them. I like, even the Charlie Kirk situation, even the Charlie Kirk shit. That shit ain't normal. That shit ain't normal for a wife to take over somebody's shit after they die and then do celebrations and like pay to see and this and that, like, and oh, it was the greatest celebration, it was the greatest this and that, like, and then I'm going to take the mantle, I'm running, like, all that shit is all fucking weird. All of it's fucking weird. These people, man. Human skin banks. Human skin banks. I will say it one more time. Human skin banks. The largest human skin bank. How do you have the largest human skin bank when you have one of the smallest populations for a country, for a state? Where do you think the skin is coming from? Oh, man. Where do you think the organs are coming from? The elites are eliting. And just like how I say, the people at the bottom don't really know what's going on at the top. It ain't all of them. It ain't everybody. It's the ones at the top. It's the ones in control. I don't even want to pull this up because it's going to look like I'm bashing. Is widely cited as the largest human skin bank in the world. It was established in 1986 under the joint supervision of this defense, certain defense, medical corps, and the Ministry of Health to treat burn victims from war and natural casualties. The bank size relative to such and such its population has been the subject of significant international controversy and allegations regarding the sourcing of its skin and organs. This is not like anti something. This ain't like, oh, I'm against this. I'm just literally just saying what is already been said. That's factual. The bank reportedly holds a massive amount of human skin described in a 2014 report and as around 17 square meters. The volume has raised questions due to relatively low national organ donation rates compared to other Western nations. Human rights groups and various reports have repeatedly raised allegations that the skin and organs have been harvested from deceased individuals, particularly the ones they slaughtered, and foreign workers, often without the consent of their families. In 2009, an admission from the former head of confirmed that the practice of harvesting organs and skin without family consent occurred in the 1990s. And their officials have stated that this practice was an old story that ended years ago. It's an old practice that ended years ago. So when people be bringing up like conspiracy shit, like, oh, they're doing it for the organs, they're doing it for this, they're doing it for, you know what the biggest organ is, right? The largest organ is your skin. Ooh-wee. God be with us. God be with y'all. God be with me. It ain't stem cell is They get that shit from the placenta. The placenta. That's why they offer so much money for placentas in the hospital. Burnt out, drink your milk. Oh man. Burnt out. What's up, man? I see you. Yeah, it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. I don't know shit, actually. I really don't know shit. It's just opinion. Just my opinion, just stating shit that I'm noticing or that I'm becoming aware of. I don't have any of the answers. I don't have any solutions. This is just, what is it? Just talk service. Shout out to Sexy Nate. Please like, subscribe. You guys like the channel. Like the video. Leave some comments. I much appreciate it. But I'll be back up in here, of course. I'll be back up in here tomorrow in the morning, early. Early in the morning. Early. Think you're going back to 5 in the morning. No, we can't be scared to we can't be scared of what's about to be shown to us. But do you believe in predictive programming? Predictive programming, where they reveal certain things so that we would be desensitized to when it does come out. I feel like they've been showing us this shit for a very long time. I feel like we've been on path of being breadcrumbed information and certain things. Like the world should be, like literally America should be in an uproar over this Epstein shit. Like we really should be like revolting over the shit that's in the Epstein, his connections and his leverage that he had on people and the people that he dealt with. We really should be in an uproar, acting pretty much like that dude that was in the airport. Like we should be tripping. This dude was the evil Great Gatsby. I saw an interview of him. I think Los DLT or Cristiano Carranzo, Alberto or Cristiano Carranzo sent me a video in Instagram of an interview of Epstein. Like we should be all up in arms and saying down with the government, down with them. I don't know if all aliens is on our side, but the Miami Mall shit. We don't even know what happened really with the Miami Mall shit. All of the above. All of the above. We already in the enemy of the state. We already know that there's different dimensions. Some people operate on different levels. This is for Sexy Day. And The Walking Dead is going to be following up after that shit. Elysium. Elysium. Did I see Elysium? Let me see. Oh yeah, Elysium. I did see that. Elysium. Oh, let me pull it up just so you guys. That's when they're trying to get onto the rich people, and the other people live on like a protected land, spaceship, or whatever. And the poor people are on Earth. They're trying to get up there and like rebel. But that's a common theme in movies. That's like WALL-E. They had a spaceship that had all the humans on it. There was another one. Alita is like that. Alita is also like that, where the Earth is trash. They're trying to get up to where the rich people are. Hunger Games sort of like that, but it's not up. They just don't have access to where the rich people are. And there's another one. Oh man, Astro Boy, I think, is one. I think Astro Boy was like that. There's a couple movies that follow, and then the one with Denzel Washington's son. Denzel Washington's son was in one where he was like had a robot girl with them, and they were trying to destroy the spaceship or whatever. What was that? The Creator. The Creator was like that. Yeah, I remember that. Shout out to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Shout out to you. Organize. I think the key is accepting each other for who we are and organizing and coming together. I think it's very basic. It's just very basic is how we're going to fix our immediate, like our immediate life. I know shit too far out, but our immediate life is we have to just come together, put our differences to the side and stop being so fragmented. We just need to come together as a whole. Like, hey man, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. At the end of the day, we together. So some shit like Black Wall Street don't happen. So you know what I mean? Like we've tried it and Black Wall Street happened. We've tried it and they've done things. You know what I mean? But we need to come together right now. Like the reason we don't have reparations, like, and they have reparations, billions and billions of dollars of reparations. I think 60 billion plus 10 billion plus this and that. Then a land given to them and this and that is because of the representation and the infiltration into the system. Acclimating yourself to the system and getting in the system and having power with your words and with your vote in the system, within the system. I think that's pretty much what we need to do. That's the only difference. I don't think it's that the pain is different or they don't recognize the pain or this and that. I think it's that we have to go about it in the way of infiltration and making an impact inside the system or whatever the system may be. Right now, it may be too late. I don't know, but not even just for that, but just for in general. In general, we need to come together and we need to be organized and we need to have unity. Unity is key right now, man. Like I don't give a damn what you are, we need unity. The Idris Elba movie where he was the president. Oh, I did see that movie. I did see that. That was a good one too. Let me see that. Idris Elba. Elba was the president and he had to make a decision. Oh, it was called like something seconds. And it was like different people going through the same thing in different perspectives. That shit was good. It was called something seconds or some shit. Let's see. What was that shit called? Damn, I'm gonna be pissed off I can't remember this movie. Damn it. What was that shit called? Idris Elba movie where he was the president. Was it a House of Dynamite? House of Dynamite, I think. Yeah, it was House of Dynamite. House of Dynamite, bomb movie. But what also reminds me of right now and what's going on is Paradise. If you guys haven't watched Paradise, that shit's a trip too. Paradise is a trip. It's a show where there's a volcano. I don't know if you guys know about the volcano that just is erupting. It's one of the most active volcanoes, but it's getting active right now. I think it's in South America, but it's about a volcano that spreads ash through the atmosphere and causes all kind of havoc on the world, on Earth. But there's a bunker that this girl had built, the president had built or whatever, and they could go relive civilization and do whatever. But it's called Paradise. That shit is really good too, you guys. You got to check out Paradise. And now it's I'm not gonna tell you where we're at now in the show, but Paradise is dope. Because guess what? All these things that are coming out, predictive programming shit that's coming out. What's the movie? What's the show right now? It's almost, I think it's a video game too. But the guy kind of is missing a nose. He's like a ghoul, a goon. Oh. And they all were like living in different sections underground, different populations underground. And the girl came out and she found out her dad was like the one like orchestrating all this shit. And the guy with no nose, that's like a ghoul, his wife was a part of the company or corporation that did the shit. What is that shit called? Fallout. Yes. Fallout also. Yes. Fallout follows that shit too. Kevin Finley, I'm not even talking to you if you ain't watched The Tiger yet. All these things that are coming out that are the along the same lines of the same shit. Desensitization. Okay, look, I'm just pull it up. Yeah, it is. It's called predictive programming, y'all. Predictive programming is a concept suggesting that the media and entertainment are used to plant ideas, familiarizing the public with planned future events or policies to make them appear inevitable. Often discussed in conspiratorial context, it argues that fictional depictions, films, books desensitize audiences to upcoming societal shifts. I believe it. Predictive programming for sure. I'm 100% saying yes, that's what they do. But I need to pull up this volcano. In Colombia. In Colombia, of course. Another place that they want to take over.
During the night of February 25th, 2026, an unusual disaster struck in the nation of Colombia. This immediately singed everything in a 50 to 150 meter radius depending on the direction, starting vegetation fires. Simultaneously, an expanding 800 meter or 2,625 foot high.
So, okay, fuck it. Let's just go. Let's just go there. Let's just go there. I'm going to talk about Patagonia. And it's on fire. Damn it, where is it?
ahora no tenemos pérdidas humanas, no tenemos personal desaparecido ni lesionado, solamente la vía que está afectada por el material que se ve de la erupción.
As in Colombia.
Bueno, mi gente, a esta hora nos informan o creemos que es el volcán, uno de los volcanes que existe, que hay por acá por la zona. Y vean, hace poquito se iluminó todo el cielo, todo era súper naranjado y vean allá. Ella está un poco consternada, por aquí hay mucha gente.
Prayers out to people. And then Patagonia is on fire. Or was. Just little small things like in Argentina, and it's not being talked about. Now, if you go deep dive into why the Patagonia fires happened and what started the fires, your hat will blow off your head. Look it up. Look up Patagonia. There's a little bit of conspiracy things there, but I'm telling you, look up who started and what started the fire. Not laughing. It's not funny. Not funny. Not funny. And Trump just gave them $40 billion, right? If they elected a certain president. We all know this. We all know this, right? Like it's only if they elected the certain president. And now there's uprising shit going on in Argentina. Oh my God. Oh shit. I didn't say anything. That's the chat. So 40 billion if they elected, only if Malay, whatever, Javier Milei, the president, 40 billion to Argentina if he gets elected president. Patagonia has been on fire. Y'all just do your own shit. Y'all do your own shit. I'm not saying anything. I'm not, but just Patagonia has been on fire. That alone, just that shit alone by itself, just look into that. Trump gave 40 billion to Argentina only if that Milei was elected president. I go to videos. Andre, yes. Yes. I'm yes. And they need because BRICS, right? BRICS, Brazil, you know, like they want to have locations where they can go, whatever, man. You know, we talked about it earlier in today's episode about the technocracy. We touched on it just a little bit about the technocracy of America. Monroe Doctrine. Technocracy of America, the Monroe Doctrine, the Don Roe Doctrine now. They're calling it the Don Roe Doctrine. Technocracy of America, the Technocrat of America. Elon Musk's grandfather tried it with Canada. All kind of shit. So I'm going to just pull up a little bit. Violent protests erupt in Argentina in early 2026 as unions and citizens clash with police over labor reform bills backed by President Javier Milei, which critics argue slash workers' rights. Demonstrators threw projectiles at Congress, with security forces using water cannons and tear gas, leading to injuries in Buenos Aires. But aimed at deregulating the market, allowing 12-hour workdays, weakening dismissal protections, and reducing severance pay.
Tense scenes on the streets of Buenos Aires as demonstrators clashed with police outside Congress. Thousands of protesters, including unions, gathered in the Argentinian capital as lawmakers debated a labor reform bill, one that unions argue would curtail their rights.
We came to protest for the obvious, which are the labor rights that the government of Javier Milei wants to take away from us. Unfortunately, with the complicity of the governors in this House of Lords, they are negotiating the largest surrender in the last 70, 80 years of Argentina.
According to authorities, 2 people were arrested for attacking police officers. Clashes broke out when crowds moved towards the building, where police had set up a security perimeter. Demonstrators launched objects at officers, and police fired tear gas and water cannons in return. A project of Libertarian President Javier Milei, the reform seeks the deregulation of the labour market. The bill would make it easier to hire and fire workers, cut severance pay, curb the right to strike, and limit holiday rights. Senators from the ruling party have defended the legislation.
This is who we gave, you guys, us. This is who we gave $40 billion to this country only if they elected Milei. But as soon as he gets in, slashes labor rights. We can work you till the bone. No rights over no holiday pay, no severance pay. We're cutting all of this shit. Taking the power from the labor force. We just gave him $40 billion. What are you cutting shit for?
Today we are voting on a very important law, a transcendent law that since the beginning of democracy has been attempted to be passed, which is to adapt labour regulations, balance a system that is unbalanced.
Nearly 40% of workers in the country lack formal employment contracts. Milei is hoping that lawmakers will adopt the bill next month.
Y'all just read the chat. Y'all read the chat and y'all just do that. And then do your own research. Read the chat. Somebody is pretty much on point with some shit. But just read it and then do your own research. Oh my God. I can't even do this shit because I'll probably be the shit, the live will probably get cut if I even bring this shit up. Buenos Aires, Buenos Aires, Buenos Aires, whatever. Oh man, I'm just looking up some shit. I'm being quiet. I'm sorry, guys. Damn, just damn. Because they said that they're gonna start FBI researching and studying people. I'm not gonna say it, but just look it up yourself. The shit is kind of crazy. It's really kind of crazy. It ain't everybody. But Colombia got the volcano. Venezuela going through what they going through. Argentina going through what they going through. Mexico going through what they going through. Cuba going through what they going through. Cuba, Venezuela, Colombia, Argentina. Cuba, Venezuela, Argentina, Colombia, and Mexico. Remember I told you guys, Technocracy of America. Or Technocrat of America. Technocracy Inc. and the Technate of America. I don't know how to operate this shit. All the way up here. All the way down here. Y'all see that? If y'all want, y'all go look up this shit. Technocracy Inc. and the Technate of America and look at Elon Musk's grandfather. Okay? Look up Elon Musk's grandfather and Technocracy Incorporated, Canada, South Africa, the connection, and look at what they're doing right now. You remember he was just doing this whole thing about we want Greenland. We need Greenland because of such and such, such and such. Greenland, perfect place to have supercomputers. Bunch of open space, cold, don't overheat. But this shit ain't no coincidence. And then look up the Monroe Doctrine. The technocracy movement was a social movement active in the United States and Canada in 1930s, which favored technocracy as a system of government, which is, okay. over representative democracy and partisan politics with engineer Howard Scott's Technical Alliance. Look all this shit up, you guys. Technocracy incorporated prior to internal factionalism that dissolved the latter organization during Second World War. Technocracy was ultimately overshadowed by other proposals of dealing with the crisis of the Great Depression. The Technocracy movement proposed replacing partisan politicians and business people with scientists and engineers who had the technical expertise to manage the economy. DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency. Elon Musk. All the engineers. Elon Musk. Now imagine if Elon Musk's grandfather had the money that he has. The movement was committed to abstaining from all partisan politics, communist revolution. It gained strength in 1940. The ban was lifted in 1943, when it was apparent that Technocracy Inc. was committed to the war effort, proposing a program of total conscription. The movement continued to expand during the remainder of the war, and new sections were formed in Ontario and the Maritime provinces. All the money in the world, all the power players, they want what they want. And if you don't think it's happening, you're tripping. But all love all the time. I've been here for 2 hours. You guys, blessings to y'all, man. Blessings to everybody out there. You guys go out there, be great. Go be a blessing to somebody else. Go be amazing. God is good. Keep your head up. I know times are rough. Things are looking ugly. But remember, your world is what you affect. Your world is what's around you. Try to make your world as good as it can be. Try to be as positive as you can be in this small world that we have. And let's make these connections. Let's unite. Let's go be great. It's all love all the time, man. I'll be back up in here tomorrow. I don't know if y'all be up in here, but it will be 5 a.m. 5 a.m. 4 a.m. workout, 5 a.m. wake up show. I'll be up in here early till I take my daughter to school, and I think that is going to be the schedule. I think that's going to be the schedule. We'll see. But all love, you guys. You guys go be great. Be amazing. Thank you for the super chats. Oh, let me read the super chats because I did get a good amount of super chats. Oh, no, not type chat. Let me go. Kevin Finley, a couple weeks ago, the Iranians were burning down a big statue of Baal Moloch. Yep. Kevin Finley, thank you for the $50. I appreciate you. The super chats are really much needed at this point. Helping me survive, helping me build, helping me create what we have here. Just 909 Dino, member for 8 months. Bruh, I just saw a graph that shows that Trump has bombed the most nations than any president ever. Heck, he is even the first to bomb 3 new countries. Shit. I didn't even see that. 909. Damn. Rios, have you checked your Kevin Finley, Rios, have you checked your inbox for me in Discord yet? I'm gonna check it right now when I get out of here. I'm gonna do that right now. Cristiano Carranzo, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate the good word, brother Rios. Thank you. I appreciate the super chats, you guys. I really, really do. That's how I'm building out the platform, building out the network, how I can be more consistent and be here more often with you guys is the what I produce and what the income generated from these lives. So I do appreciate every single super chat. It is much needed and I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All love, man. You guys go out there and be great, man. One more super chat. My bad. Cristiano Carranzo, I'm all gym mode if the AM show starts that early. Yep, it's going to be there that early. Shout out to you. Thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Need those super chats. Need those super chats. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Have a good one.
the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze. Cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show.